Can I start by asking, will there be any questions in Ukraine or Russian? That's all. No? We don't need that. Okay. Okay, we'll take any questions in Spanish for the manager right at the end. We'll do questions for Kyle first, please, and then let him depart for his TV duties.
Kyle, given the way the season has started, I just wonder what you feel is the biggest challenge facing the whole group this season.
I think it's just about consistency. If we just keep playing at the level that we're playing at, I don't think we'll, come against many oppositions that's going to cause us much problem. I mean, with the strike force that we've got, and more importantly for me, keeping clean sheets, I think we're going to be tough. But it's a lot of work to keep doing. We need to keep listening to the gaffer and his tactics, and hopefully that'll see us across the line.
And in terms of the dressing room dynamic, I heard at the weekend that Pochettino said that everyone at Spurs is in love with Harry Kane. That's the manager, the fans, his teammates as well. Who here at Manchester City kind of falls into that same category?
I think there's a number of players. I think that's what's blessed about this squad, that we've got a lot of game winners and a lot of fantastic talented players. So I think there's a number of players that fall into that category.
Hello, Kyle. It's the first time we've had a proper chance to talk to you since you've got the Manchester City badge on now as well. So how do you feel that you've settled in? What is the atmosphere like, and how are you feeling at Manchester City?
No, I mean, obviously being there for 9 years, it was, it's a big change for me, but, I've settled in really well. The lads have been very welcoming. The gaffers, been, very understanding, and made me give a little bit of time, to adapt to the training and stuff like that. But, I'm fully enjoying it. It's an exciting chapter of my career. And when we're producing wins that we keep doing, it's good to be around the place.
And in terms of relationships that will develop, I'm sure, even better over time, with Kevin De Bruyne just in front of you, how well do you two seem to work, and how well do you think he's done over the last few weeks as well?
No, I think Kevin's shown for the last number of seasons what a player he is, and for me to play behind him, it's a joy to watch, and it's helping my game a lot as well, because I can learn tips off of him, and hopefully I can provide the outlet ball and a bit of width for him to get around the side of him, and give him that extra pace. So it seems to be going well, fingers crossed, and long may it continue. But there's still a long season to go. I think we all know that as a squad of players, and we need to just keep working hard, keep doing the basics right. And for us as defenders, as I keep saying, the clean sheets is vital for us.
Kyle, what's it like to play for Pep Guardiola? On the touchline, he seems very intense. There's a lot of instructions. What's it like, particularly being in the touchline, so you're kind of the nearest to it?
No, I mean, he's always giving off words of encouragement, and I think the standard of the players and the teams that he's managed in the past speaks volumes. So it's a good motivation to have there. The calibre of manager that he is, and hopefully we can just keep performing as we're doing. He always still wants more from us, which I think is good for us. To keep pushing us. And as I say, as I keep saying, if we keep doing the basics right and keep performing at the level that we're performing at, hopefully we'll be a force to hopefully not be stopped.
You always ask about relationships with players. You seem to have a very healthy, bantery relationship with Mr. Mendy on the opposite side, and all the nutmegs and stuff like that. Is that something that gives you extra motivation to have that type of relationship with one of your teammates?
I think, if you know me, relatively well, I do like a bit of banter. He started it, I'm going to say that. He came for me first. So as soon as he got the nutmeg in Holland last time, I had to jump back on it, for him. But he's just relentless. I was speaking to the people that helped me do my social media as well, and we're just saying he just keeps coming with things. So I'm probably going to have to lay down for this one for a little bit till something comes up.
Any more questions for Kyle?
Yeah. Just on Sergio, Kyle, you can obviously see a goal away from equaling the clubs all the time, scoring that. You've obviously played against him before. Can you just offer an insight into what he's like to play with, just how good he is?
To play it,
not just as a player, but in terms of what
to play against is a nightmare. Obviously, facing him, numerous seasons, he always seemed to score against us, and it was frustrating. So having him, I'm on the same team with him now. It's a big bonus. I mean, listen, he's a quality player. You can see what he's done in the Premier League. And I think, around the dressing room as well, he helps the younger lads, and we can kind of lean on him as well. And he gives us the advice, and we kind of know that, all right, if things aren't going well, he's the type of player that can produce a bit of magic for us and, put us that one goal up or get us back into the game.
Just following on from that, Ken, just following on from that question, now that you've played against him, but now you're sort of seeing him every day in training, you're seeing him in the flesh. What's he like, or how different is he to what you expected, Sergio?
On the field, I mean, there's no difference. You can see what a good player he is. Off the field, he's a little bit quieter than I thought, but I think his presence around the place, just gives off the vibe that it's a positive presence, and he gives off the vibe of winning. He's got a winning mentality, and he wants the best from his players, as we all do from each other. So anything below par, I think he'll be one of the first ones to say, "Come on, this isn't right. Let's pick it up." But luckily, he hasn't had to have a word with us so far, and hopefully he doesn't throughout the season.
Okay, one more for Carl, and we'll start with Pat.
Carl, just on the fullbacks, obviously it's central to the way City want to play, and obviously you and Benjamin Danilo are obviously coming. How nice is it as a fullback to come in to a team with such an onus on it, and you're considered so crucial to the way of playing?
I think that was probably one of the big reasons for signing here, that the gaffer likes to play the way that I like to play, with attacking fullbacks, but the standard of fullbacks as well, is very high, so it's improving me as a player. I know I need to keep training hard, keep working at the things that I need to improve on, just to make sure that I get that shirt that comes Saturday or in the Champions League. So I think it's all going to push us, all three of us. Danny can play left or right. Obviously, me and Mendy are occupying each side, but it's a good dressing room to be around in, and we all expect high standards from each other. So as I say, we just need to keep working hard as a back three. Well, as the back three of the fullbacks, and keep doing what the gaffer says. Keep attacking and offering that outlet for the midfielders and creating space, really.
Okay, thanks, Carl.
Cheers. Thank you.